Welcome to day one of mandatory quarantine in the Bay Area. I'm your host, Gadget Martian. Just wanted to give a couple of thoughts here. Wow. I feel like every day I'm waking up to some kind of sci-fi movie, the beginning stages of some kind of pandemic that's occurring. And it just, the news just changes on a daily basis. But I just wanted to kind of give some of my thoughts. Last week, the Uber platform talked about, funding that was available for those drivers who contract the virus. And, in order for you to get the funding, you kind of have to show proof that you have the virus, or what you have to do is, get some kind of quarantine orders from like a health or public official, which could, at this point, could be pretty difficult to do. Also, who knows, if you're carrying the virus, you don't even know it. You might be giving it to somebody else. So, it's great that they have this. And I know that, Uber drivers are considered to be kind of self-employed. So we don't fall under the opportunity to get unemployment when, our funds are not as, plentiful as they have been. As you know, if you do things right, if you drive, even in the Bay Area, it's a very profitable situation with all the tech companies, with all the hustle and bustle, with everybody kind of needing to be someplace. You could find yourself literally like without a break for hours, one ride after another. And before you even drop the person off, you might be getting a request for another ride that you can accept. So it's been a very good situation, a reason to kind of leave corporate America and kind of run your own business effectively. Also, if you have these apps, these self-employed apps that keep track of your mileage, to keep track of your expenses, where you could take digital snaps of your receipts, you can actually get to the point to where you're almost breaking even as far as paying taxes, and all the money you're getting on a daily basis is all, yours, really. Of course, they say save some money, for like, the end of the year when you actually have to file your taxes. But if you do it right, there's a good chance you can break even. So that's been all fine and dandy and great. Now let's take a look at today's new reality. Now, with all the tech companies closed, with all the airports on limited travel and limited staff, with all of the retail stores closed, or most of them, with the ability to be able to go to certain places like grocery stores and fight the whatever's the available resources that are left in the grocery stores. Really, it's like now with this quarantine, you're kind of being forced to stay at home. All these businesses, even little small businesses, large businesses, all these people that you would normally pick up aren't there. So what do, right? You're driving around for an hour. If you're driving around for an hour, I can guarantee you that any money that you do make when you pick somebody up, that money is going to go right into gas, wear and tear in your car. Your expenses are going to keep going. Your car payment, your rent or mortgage, all these kind of expenses. So right now, it's just a really difficult situation in order to drive Uber. I know in the whole nation, but especially in the Bay Area, and I can't speak for other areas. I know that with the colleges closing and universities closing, I've seen a couple other videos to where that's impacting their bottom line and their livelihood. But for us being categorized under transportation and like taxis and these other companies, we're expected to kind of be out there. We're not going to get any kind of funding. And now we're out, leaving ourselves vulnerable to people we pick up. So, okay, let's talk about that. Now with this mandated quarantine for the next 2-3 weeks or longer, because this is new, the new norm. If we do pick up somebody, what happens if we're bringing somebody to the hospital because they're having these flu-like symptoms and everything. Doesn't that put us in harm's way? So we're driving around for an hour to maybe find somebody, maybe like a nursing staff or somebody who potentially has the virus, that the only reason why they're leaving the house is because of the fact that this is an emergency. That puts us in harm's way. So I know hopefully there's legislation and funding and stuff to kind of make up for it. But as far as today, we're expected to drive around aimlessly, and you can expect that when I pull up the app to kind of see how many drivers are in my area, sometimes I'm in an area and I'm driving, I'm all, wow, hey, you know what? I'm probably the only one here for like 1 or 2 miles. And then I pull up the app and it shows a complete swarm of people in my same area. You may not notice the little, tag on the window or something and everything. Often you see, rideshare provide people here and there, but you don't realize how many are in the area until you actually pull up a map of like a 2-block or a 3-block radius to see, who exactly is here. So it's challenging times right now. It's to the point to where Uber drivers are really needing another job. But where can you go right now? You can't apply. If your expertise is technical, all the technical companies are closed, and they're not hiring right now because of the uncertainty as far as what this virus is doing to the economy and stuff. They're trying to find out, how they're going to be paying their employees just to stay in business. The bars, the restaurants, all these companies who really rely on, a weekly and monthly money to come in to actually keep their business going. What are they going to do? So it's going to be interesting to see in the upcoming weeks and months and stuff what's going to happen and everything. Right now for us Uber drivers, we can maybe apply at places, the only places that are open and hustling and bustling, which is like the Costco's of the world, which, that's not too bad. I know around the area, like In-N-Out Burgers hiring for like $17 an hour with benefits and everything and stuff. So that's, that's fine and everything. But this whole life that we've had and this opportunity that we've had, it kind of caught everybody off guard. And I know it's not just Uber drivers and Lyft drivers, and it's anybody who's self-employed. It's anybody who is in small businesses. Unless you're like with a large company that's going to actually pay you to either work remotely out of the house, a lot of companies or a lot of jobs that you have, you can't work remotely. It'd be great if I could pick people up in my automated car and just monitor everything with cameras and, equipment from the comfort of my home and just let my car, work for me. That'd be great. That might be the future, but today it's not happening yet. So that's kind of my thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'll continue to check in and make more videos and kind of give the news. I did take a couple videos, around the area today to kind of just give you this historic look of what a quarantine looks like around here. And I'm sure other parts of the country are going to follow what this strict quarantine is. They're also talking about National Guards being deployed to different states. So what is that going to look like if you're found, to be driving around at after 10 o'clock? Are they going to arrest you? So it's just this whole thing just feels like a movie or a nightmare or not reality. So that's my thoughts. Keep positive, keep safe, keep healthy, keep washing your hands. That's all I have to say at this time. Thanks. Gadget Martian, signing out.